Okay, so we're with Connor today, very good at set pieces. So we're just going to go through a few different situations of different free kicks in different positions, have a little look at what's going through his mind, how he sets up for them, and then see if we can have a little look at the technique to help you try and do it yourselves. Okay, so just a little free kick, standard position. If you're getting a free kick here, what's your first thought process as you line it up?
First of all, look at the keeper's positioning.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like going keeper's side.
What would make that decision for you?
Depending on what level you play at, you might know if a keeper gambles or not. But obviously, if you don't know, then I think it's important for you to go whatever side you find more comfortable. If you feel like you're better at reversing a ball, then go front post. But going for that like power whip finish into the keeper's side, I think that's your best option, to be fair.
Into the keeper?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So then anything when you're setting up to hit this?
Yeah.
Anything in terms of your run up, what you're thinking?
So I like to come off on an angle to the side, like here. So then I feel like it doesn't, obviously it's quite hard to read whether, it probably looks like I'm gonna open up and find that far corner, but when I go for that front post, it can kind of catch him off guard a little bit.
So almost this position, you don't know which way you're going, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So I suppose if where some people set up like this, you know they're really going to reverse it.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're in that angle there, you can go both ways.
Yeah, my body's still quite open. Yeah. I don't like to be too close to the ball either. I like to take about four steps back.
I know it's hard when you're hitting it, Connor, but anything in the thought process of your technique, or when you've put a lot of reps over the years on practicing this, anything that as you're approaching it, you're thinking to get it up and down?
Like I'm trying to get like under the ball, like a little bit.
Yeah.
So I want to hit it like get my foot under.
So would you say it's almost that bone of the toe?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm striking the ball like. So yeah, I'm striking the ball like here.
Perfect.
This part of my foot.
And would you say,
like the bony bit.
are you coming up on the ball, or is it just sort of connecting there?
Yeah, like that.
So it's like a top spin on it?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's the trying to effect I'm trying to get on the ball. So when the ball's a bit closer to the edge of the box, I find it's a difficult finish to get it up and over the wall when it's so close. And I back myself to go keeper's side, this side. But I think when I've got to go that side, I need to make sure I get enough power on it. And
so you're thinking, smash it almost at the keeper?
Exactly, yeah. And I think even from this distance, if I connect with it with enough power and accuracy anywhere in that far corner where the top of that net is, I feel like it's a goal, even if the keeper does go that way.
Naturally, to be able to be here and then dive that way?
Yeah. Their weight's always probably going to be going that way.
Go that way, yeah.
Because they're giving you that side of the goal to go up and over the wall, because they probably know it's a more difficult finish.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you've got the wall there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's like their security. How many times does the ball hit the wall?
So you're saying if you hit that hard enough, it's almost going to be past them before.
And I feel like I've got that channel as well. So where the wall would be, and then you've got like that channel where you can...
So just hitting it through that alleyway.
Exactly, yeah. So sometimes I'll even get like a couple of my teammates in the wall, on the outside of the wall, just in the keeper's eye line, so then they can move or duck as I shoot.
In terms of, obviously you said when you're whipping it front post, you're trying to get that top spin. Anything front-wise on your run-up or the way you're going to hit it?
My run-up stays the same, but my technique changes slightly. I keep my foot open a little bit more. On the one where I'm a bit further out, where I go for the top spin, like I come up and over the ball, like
so the last
under the ball.
The last one we were sort of in there, with that like position.
Yeah.
So you'd say here.
Exactly, yeah.
Is it a different angle of run up or exactly the same?
Yeah, if I was going to go for that one there, I'm probably more here like that. If I was going to go up and
that
over,
way,
here. Just one there. So yeah, probably take a slight step to the left, Yeah, with the technique, I'm coming around the ball a bit more.
Okay.
On this finish. Like I'm trying to like wrap it, because I know I've got to get a power on this.
That's unreal. Just to recap there, so on the first one, it's almost that slightly, just for the player, they're thinking probably a little bit more straight onto the ball when you're trying to go in that front post.
Yeah.
just to get that, so I guess so you can just get that foot in the right position and then a little bit more horizontal to the ball.
Yeah. So you're trying to get around the ball then, aren't you?
Because you're trying to, you can open your foot up a bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, in that moment where you've got one chance, you know, you could be having a worldie or you're having a average game, is there anything that you find helps you to just keep that presence or keep that, like, you know, Ronaldo does a whatever. Is there anything you use as a tactic to just be like, your steps, is it your run up, is it your...
I like to focus on the way I place the ball.
Okay,
Like I need to make sure it's not like in like a divot or...
So just a nice, sat nicely.
Yeah, exactly. And then once I feel like that's done, I feel like, yeah, I'm relaxed now.
Then it's just...
And then it's just making sure that I commit to the strike though.
Don't overthink it, just sort of... Or
exactly.
don't pull out of it either.
And I know, like, as soon as I step up to the ball, like, I'm not thinking, oh, should I go, which way should I go? Like before a game, if I got the ball in this position, I'm gonna go that side, yeah.
So what, just before a game, just make your mind up?
Yeah.
So what position would that have to be in for you to go front post? Because you can bend it in that front post.
Yeah.
Or would you never this side?
I just feel it depends. I think it depends on the height of the wall as well.
Okay.
If the wall's massive, then the chances of getting it up or over are quite slim. My best bet is going in that keeper side. Yeah.
Corner. So yeah, and I guess that's personal preference.
Yeah. I try not to like think too much. I'm not.
Just hit it.
Yeah. I just think if I can just commit to the finish, I back myself to hit the target.
Yeah. I feel like that little toe, you always put that little toe, and whether that's conscious or subconscious, Connor, see when you're there, it's almost like you felt where you want that foot to go. That's probably a good little tip or hack, just to think, right, that's probably where I'm gonna connect with the ball.
Yeah. I just like to put my foot,
just feel almost like...
Yeah, just behind the ball. I feel like that's just the start of my setup.
I definitely feel like, yeah, that zones you in on.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your thought process on a central? This sort of area?
It depends. So say if you use like this blue line as a bit of a guide, if it was here, I'd probably go...
Front post?
Yeah.
Really?
I'd go front post. And then this side, I'm going, you know, like the top spin one I'm doing that same technique back across myself.
Into the front. So you're using almost like the centre of the goal as a reference, anything to the left-hand side as a right footer.
Yeah.
You're going to keep on the left-hand side.
Back across, yeah.
And then anything on the right-hand side, you're going to keep on the right-hand side.
Post, yeah.
Okay, so little recap from Connor there on his free kick. So Connor, first one, so you're trying to, on that little reverse, you're thinking foot under the ball. I think that's important to get that gauge a bit. You're a little bit narrower to the ball.
Yeah.
And then we're looking for that. Talk me through that first technique.
It's like a top spin. I'll best describe it. So where I'm trying to get under the ball, like up and over the ball.
Yeah, so it's that up and over the ball technique. When you're practicing, I just think about part of the ball Connor spoke about was that almost bone of the toe and underneath. So if you're practicing it, just keep thinking top spin and part of the foot. If you do enough reps, it's all about reps. If you do enough reps, then you'll start to get that trajectory and start to get that feel.
Yeah.
And then when you were going across goal, you said obviously that was what you prefer, more of a bit more horizontal on the run up, because you wanted to keep that foot a little bit more open and then keep the ball again top spin, but a bit more.
Trying to get around it a little bit more, just because I feel like I'm generating a lot more power.
Yeah.
When especially because I'm that close to the goal and I know that I'm going keeper side. Yeah. I want to make sure that I get enough power to beat him in that front.
So it's almost like a full
near side.
Full commitment.
Yeah, exactly.
Slap it at that.
So that one there, it's just I'm focusing on just committing to the strike as much as I can.
Hitting it.
And trusting that I can get enough power and accuracy in that corner.
And then when it is central, obviously more of a difficult technique, but you're just looking at that almost, we thought sort of similar technique to that one where you're getting it up and over, but just coming around the back of it a bit more. Yeah. To bring it in and away.
Yeah, exactly. That I'm trying to, in that wider position, because of the position I am compared to the goal, I know I have the direction to just go up and over, but when I'm a bit more central, I need to take it away from the keeper. Yeah. So with that reverse one, if I can get the spin of the ball to always go away from the keeper, and if it's on target with enough power and pace, then I think that I could beat him. I think another big thing to take away is, no matter your position, if you put enough reps in this, enough practice, and you see Connor's thought process as he's doing it, he's not just stepping up to it in a game and thinking, oh, where shall I hit this, and hoping. There's repetition, there's practice,
there's professionalism behind his thought process and what he's going to do in his game. So you can make yourself better at free kicks. You can put the reps in. So no matter your position, it's a great chance to score goals and make yourself stand out. But it does take practice and it does take an actual thought process to get good at it.